Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rules. And alright, today we're gonna be talking a little bit about the game and dispelling some rumors that have been seen going around, in terms of this map that I'm driving at, or this track I should say, Nevada. Oh yeah, and I decided to do a little bit of races against the AI just while I give you the introduction as to what we're talking about while driving an American car because, yes, reasons. But anyway, what's the deal? What do we need to talk about this track? Well, first of all, you know how Gameloft has made a revamped version of Venice? Well, that basically made people think, and I believe that it's a logical thought, that Gameloft is gonna be updating some maps over time. Obviously, right now, the rework of Venice isn't necessarily the most amazing thing. It looks great, don't get me wrong. But as we have discussed before, the performance on the map seems a little bit iffy. It seems a little bit more stuttery than it was before. Then on top of that, some people are having graphical issues where some textures are just not loading, and like a bridge looks transparent, and buildings are missing and things like that. And then I've heard some other reports that the track doesn't drive the same. Apparently, some people that are extremely used to the track are saying that it just doesn't feel the same. And to me, that kind of makes a little bit of sense, because you touch something that has been the same for 10 years, no matter how little you try to change it, there might be some small changes in the blocking volumes or however it's handled in this engine. And guess what? Suddenly the track where you could do a speed trick before you can't, and where you were used to how it drifts over there, maybe it will be different. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. But anyway, bringing that whole topic, I just wanted to give you the idea that yeah, people have the idea that overall Gameloft will eventually do revamps of other maps, which kind of makes sense. Venice was one of the original maps in Asphalt. It's very old, so they reworked it. So could Nevada be next? Well, if you're to believe the following screenshot, that could be the case. This is a screenshot that has been going around in Discord about a possible rework or a leak of the rework of Nevada. And if you look at it, well, granted, these are some very low resolution images, but if you look at it, yeah, I mean, this is obviously not, as you know, the map in Asphalt 8. In fact, this rock is not even there in the regular version of the map, is it? So yeah, you could be forgiven to think like, yeah, it looks like they're reworking it. But actually, you know, the lighting looks very, very flat. And I'm not gonna say that this looks any more detailed than the map does in the actual game. Actually, if you look at this rock over here, it looks incredibly squarey. So I don't know that I can say that, yeah, this is so much better. And granted, we'll talk about where this image came from, but as is, it's not that I'm trying to crap on anybody that made this. But yeah, I don't think this looks like, wow, it's a better version of Nevada. It's just a different version, and that actually matters. Like I mentioned, we all want to believe, yeah, sure, that Gameloft is right now working on this, but I started thinking, why would this leak? You know that there has been leaks at some of the points on stuff that it's coming and whatnot. I don't cover that stuff over here, but overall, yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you have been in the official Discord server and in other adjacent servers of Asphalt 8, you have seen leaks of, oh, maybe this is a new card that is coming and this was found on the files and all of that. This is something that actually even the developers addressed in a Q&A like a year ago or something, talking about the leaks and information that it's contained within the released version of the game, that maybe there's some information out there that is not meant to be public, but people can dig in whatever way that they can. They dig through the files and find that type of stuff. Oh, Jesus. So, that's what got me thinking, like, why would a work-in-progress version of the map leak? It's not like a car leak or anything. No, a map is a massive endeavor. So how could it leak like that? It doesn't make sense to me, because the maps, as you know, the reworked map replaced the old map, meaning Venice. The reworked replaced old Venice. So if something like this was added for a rework of Nevada, it would replace the existing Nevada. It wouldn't be adjacent to it. So I don't know. Overall, it didn't make sense to me. So I decided to do some research and find where that image come from, because, you know, there's such thing as reverse image search, and that's exactly what I did. And I'll show you what I found. This was it. Well, okay, let me explain. This website actually was working just yesterday when I looked this information up, and yeah, I could see where this came from, but today when I decided to record this video, this website isn't working. Why? I have no idea, but fear not, for DBT looked for a backed up version of this website all around, and I did find one. And this is it. This that you have seen the screenshots about, it is not a work in progress by Gameloft. This is actually that a 3D artist by the name of, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this, Mahmood. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, but this artist has been working on this, and in fact, if you looked, if it was possible at this moment to look at his profile, you would see that he does 3D modeling for a bunch of different things, and this, as it says, is a rework or a work in progress of Nevada from Asphalt 8. And if we look at the screenshot, yeah, it is Nevada. As I was saying, this is exactly the pictures that you have seen. And does it look nice? Yes. But is it really a better version of the Nevada that it exists? Not really. There was actually a video of a little bit of a walkthrough in several areas of this, but not much more was shown. No voice or anything. There was nothing. So when we look at the description over here, is it over here? Does it show? No, it actually doesn't show. Oh yeah, there it is. Racing Track Nevada from Asphalt 8. So in no way is this person saying that, yeah, I was hired by Gameloft to do this, alright? Nah. This is just a fan project that this person made, recreating this map in a completely different engine. Where is he creating this? I have no idea. But yeah, this is not a rework from Gameloft side. This is just something that someone made. In fact, this was published in May. Does it show the... well, you can see the thing, this over here. Come on, where did it? Oh yeah, there we go. Published in May 21st, so it was about a month ago. So yeah, probably someone stumbled upon these pictures and they thought, oh, it's probably a leak of the rework. It isn't, and there it is. Again, at this moment, the website, the actual website is not working, behance.net. For some reason, it ain't responding. I'm gonna leave the link in the description, and hopefully you will be able to see it and you can explore a little bit of the stuff that this 3D artist has made. But yeah, it is not the rework. And I just wanted to clear this up because yeah, I've seen people rolling around with this, oh my god, look at this that leaked out, and that's not what it is. But hey, just wanted to talk about it, because why not? And while we're here, because I don't want to make a completely separate video just to do what I'm about to do now, well, let me first talk about what's happening in the special event and the Treasure Rush. Treasure Rush, I've spent all of my dices, I have gotten absolutely nothing useful. I got a total of 900 points over here, I landed 3 times in the reversal, and yeah, not a whole lot of luck, only landed here once. So it's been going absolutely terrible, and I'm really thinking that I'm not gonna spend the crazy amount of money that you need to get this car, because as I've said a bunch of times, I just don't like Treasure Rush. I want this car, yes, but in order for me to get it, I just have to hope for RNG to bless me and get it, or otherwise, you can actually buy some packs over here. Where is it? It should be in, probably, if I look at it, in the store, if it was to load. One thing I've noticed, by the way, it doesn't happen to you too, but this screen is, the screen for Treasure Rush and also for the special event is really, really slow. For example, when I open this, look at how, well, actually it's working better now. Okay, whatever. So yeah, you can buy some dice packs over here. For example, I can spend $30 and get 25 dice, 500,000 fusion coins, and, you know, I can gamble it. But apparently if you buy 5 or 6 of these packs in a row, it guarantees you getting the car, because it starts also giving you Treasure Rush points, which sounds like a good thing. But again, remember, this is $30 times 5, that's $150 to get a car, one single car. No thank you. I'm sorry, I do spend money in this game from time to time in cars that I want, but $150 to get one car, that doesn't seem like a good thing for me. Now, I say this now, I don't know, I might change my mind tomorrow and I just decide to whale out and get the car because I really want it. But for the time being, I'm being strong, and oh man, whatever. Now, what is good is the actual special event, because if you remember, I did explain that you can, while you technically are kind of required to have this Dorado, over here, for example, in stage 14, this is no longer a free try, so, oh no, how am I gonna make progress? Well, it doesn't matter, because you don't really need to do it. I finished all of the previous stages. I've got all of the, you can see over here 100% in all of this. I've gotten all of the conditions, and you can see that I'm at 205. So, that means that tomorrow, when this unlocks, this requires, I don't know exactly, but when I need more conditions than what I have, it shows over here. So that means that this is already, I have enough conditions to access this. So by tomorrow in 15 hours, I will be able to enter here and do some additional conditions. And why does it matter? Well, at 205 conditions, I'm only 3 conditions away from unlocking the Reventon. Now, I've seen that some people already managed to get it, that's fine. You can actually spend some tokens. You see, I need 208, right? And I have 205. So I could literally just go in here, spend 180 tokens 3 times to get 3 conditions and be done with it and unlock the car. But that's like 500 tokens. I'm not gonna do it. No, thank you. So I'm just gonna wait until tomorrow to unlock the car, and I'll be a happy camper for that. So as much pain as it is to try to get the Sterrato, at least you can actually get this card in theory for free, so long as you have enough cars to deal with that. So that is pretty cool. And the very last thing that I wanted to talk about, or do rather, is go into the events. Remember, I did say that while the treasure rush is a terrible thing that I absolutely hate, I really hope that Game Loft gets rid of it. I just hate it. Or at least make it a bit more accessible. Not $150 to get the car, please. A little lower. Make it more accessible for people that would be willing to spend money. But anyway, I did say that I do like a lot these car hunt cups. And right now, this is available for everybody. The cup for the Ferrari 296 GTB, is that what it's called? And if you manage to get into 5%, you're gonna get 300,000 fusion coins. And that's what we're gonna try to do, because might as well. Now let me activate my boosters and let's give it a couple shots. Now, I've said that a bunch of times, I'm not an amazing player, so will I get to 5%? I managed to get to 5% in the previous cups, although the previous one for the, what was it? For the Lamborghini Stoke, it really was difficult for me to get to the 5%. I had to do a bunch of tries in order to get there. Eventually I did. I actually managed 4%, but man, I had to practice a whole bunch. And actually I think it was in this same track, so let's see if that, what I learned over there, transfer over here. But yeah, hitting the 5%, you definitely need a bit of skills. It's not that you need to be a straight up alien. I'm not an alien and I managed the 5%. But yeah, you do need to practice a bit. And like I said, the fact that it's a free try means that everybody can participate, and that is fantastic. Because A, everybody gets to try this car, they get to drive it, they get to hear it, they get to feel how it drives overall, how it drifts, acceleration and all of that. And also that's a good opportunity to get some rewards. Even if you don't manage to get to the 5% and get the 300,000, you're still gonna land in some other percentage and you're still gonna get some rewards either way. So overall, I'm really happy that Game Loft has finally made free tries more prevalent in here, which is one thing that I said that Asphalt 9 did very, very well. And like I said, I'm glad to see that Asphalt 8 is finally bringing this up. Where did I land over here? Tell me in the comments right now. Type in the comments what percentage you think I hit. I'm gonna say that's probably 7%. So type in the comments, send it, and let's see who got it right. Let's see, 7%, that's my guess. No, 6, I'm gonna say 6%. Close enough, but not quite there. So let's check it out. Holy moly! Look at that, first try, 5%, lovely. I think I can improve that lap a little bit. And granted, there's still obviously gonna be a lot more players that haven't done it yet. So there might still be a bunch of aliens that are gonna dethrone me from my 5%. But yeah, I think I can still improve that lap a little bit. But hey, for the time being, I'm happy with that 5%. And that is good because there's actually a few more cups that I want to do. I haven't done at all. For example, the VXR Bailey. This one doesn't have rewards for fusion coins or anything, but at least I can get some other stuff. So let's see what I can get over here. I don't know. Venice reverse. I haven't driven this very often, so it'll be a process to get used to it, I suppose. And by the way, if you want to get a heart and a pin, you need to leave the key phrase in the comments. The first person to do that gets both. What is the key phrase? Simple. Game Loft, please make Treasure Rush less expensive. First person to leave that gets a heart and the pin. Anybody else that posts it afterwards, it's gonna get the hearts because I can do more than one pin. But yeah, so yeah, I'm really conflicted with the Treasure Rush. You know me, you know that I am the Lamborghini collector over here. Before this patch, I had all Lamborghinis, all but one at Pro. It was fantastic, right? And now I would like to continue being the Lamborghini collector. But seriously, at Treasure Rush, having to spend $150 to get one single car, If we look at it from another angle, when the Treasure Rush was about the Yesco Absolute, which is the king of the game and all of that, well, I can understand people wanting to spend a lot of money to get the absolute best car in the entire game. It's an ultimate car, it's, you know, all of that. I understand that. But for the Sterrato, I mean, yeah, it's a Class S car, but it's not an ultimate car. It's not the king of the game. Why does it have to be that expensive? Come on, Game Loft, just make it a little bit more accessible. I understand, and like I said in the previous video where I was talking about this, I understand that some people, look, do you see all the hiccups that this has when I'm driving? Those small freezes. I understand that people, myself included, can enjoy the Treasure Rush by getting, you know, the free rewards and all of that, that is great, that is great. But for people like myself that would rather forget about the RNG and just straight up buy the car, $150 is way too expensive. And I've heard that it's either 5 or 6 packs that you have to buy. So it's either $150 or $180. That's so much money. I could legit just buy the crew motor fest that is coming up, and I would spend only half of that, you know? It's crazy. It's too much money. And like I said, I am willing to spend money in the game, but when things are so expensive, then I'm really not feeling it. All right, in this one I landed in 7%, which is normally where I land, so this feels a bit more normal. I'm not super interested in getting these wildcards, to be honest. I might try again at some of the point, but I just want to make some more progress in the other cups. For example, this one for Faraday. And honestly, I don't know if these are free try, because I do have these cards at Pro, so I have no idea if this is free try at all, so I can make no comment on that. But yeah, I'm the type of person who will spend money from time to time in the game. I'm not gonna call myself straight up a whale, but I do spend money in the game when I see something that I want. And I do want that Lambo Sterrato, I absolutely do. But that amount of money is just too extreme. Like, for example, if they did a Treasure Rush, still with the exact same low chance to get the car for free and all of that, because obviously the interest for Gameloft is for not a lot of people to be able to get the car for free. I get that. That's why the chances are very low. I understand that. At least there's a chance for someone to get it for free. And actually, I've seen some comments here and there that some people have unlocked for free. Congratulations to them. I'm totally not jealous. But for people like me who are more willing to pay money, maybe why don't you add the car? If it's not an ultimate straight up king of the game, why don't you add it for $30 like you did with the Pagani? No, not Imola. What's it called? Utopia. I would be willing to pay that for a Lambo, you know? It's still a bunch of money, yes. But I would rather, I don't know. The way that I look at it is, wouldn't Gameloft prefer for me to spend $30 than to not spend a single dollar? That's the way I look at it. I think it would make more sense to sell things a bit considerably cheaper, still premium only for people who are going to spend money, and get more people to buy it than just have an even smaller selection of people spending $150, $180 to guarantee getting the car. I don't know. I just, that's the way I see it. I've said it a million times. Because of this is why I don't like Treasure Rush. It's just crazy to me. Oh wow, that was absolutely terrible. DBT, what a shame of a run that was. I mean, I still get some parts and all. I can sell for Fusion Coins, so that's nice. But of course, I am most invested about this whole thing with the Treasure Rush. Well, makes sense, right? Because it's a Lambo. It's something about Lambos. Of course, I'm gonna be invested about. Ooh, this I definitely want. Direct upgrades. Let's see if I can get to that 5%. It's worth a shot. So obviously, because it's a Lambo, that's why it hits me a bit harder, this whole thing with the Treasure Rush. But man, on top of the key phrase that you probably already posted, why don't you tell me in the comments, in a separate comment, the more comments the better, what do you think would be a fair price to ask for the Sterrato? Again, let's not go to the extremes. I know that obviously a lot of people will be like, well, 50 cents at best. I'll pay 50 cents maybe, or free only. I'm not going for that. I'm going for realistic replies, realistic answers. Like I said, my realistic amount of money that I would be willing to spend for that is the baseline that they already set for $30 of a Class S car that they're selling directly on the store. I would be willing to pay that. But 150 through those, I don't know. And granted, on getting those, spending $150, you not only get the car, you're also gonna get, let's see, it's what, 25 dice? That's 125 dice that you're gonna get from that, from buying that pack 5 times. You're also gonna get 500,000 fusion coins each, so that's 2.5 million fusion coins. So you are gonna get a bunch of stuff also, and obviously the dice means a bunch of rewards and whatnot. So it's not that you're paying $150 for the car only, but it's still a lot of money. In my case, I wouldn't mind just completely forgetting about all the rewards of the Treasure Rush if what I really want is just the car. So that's why I'm saying, sell it to me for $30 and I'll pay it. Sell it to me for $150 with some additional stuff that I really don't care much about. I'm not gonna do it. But again, that is DBT today. I've been saying earlier that it really depends in what mindset I wake up. One day I wake up saying like, I'm not gonna pay that money, that's absolutely crazy. And the next day I wake up and I'm like, but I would really like to get the car, maybe I'll spend it. So I don't know, I'm talking a lot about this. Who knows, maybe in 5 days you'll figure out that I ended up spending the money because I really wanted the car and wanted to complete my collection. But hey, I don't know. Where did I land over here? I'm gonna say probably 7%. I don't think that was a fantastic lap, but I don't know. I feel like it's definitely better than 10%. Oh, hello, 4%. Nice. Now I'm out of fuel already, so I cannot do any more. And I'm still missing to do the one for the dual Lambos over here. If you have both of them, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get the best. Ooh, and direct upgrades. You're gonna get the best result with this one, with the SE20 rather than the Veneno. I love the Veneno, but it's not as good a car as this one, so this is probably your best choice. But there you have it. I just wanted to talk about these topics because they're small topics, and it didn't make sense to make. It didn't make sense for me to make a video on each one of these topics. So I thought, hey, let's merge them up into one and roll them out, and hopefully this is gonna be somewhat useful for you, or maybe, I don't know, at least you found it entertaining. I hope so. That's gonna do it for today. You know what to do, hit the like button and all of that good stuff. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We're looking to grow up the channel a bit more, so why not? That's gonna do it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.